Hi, I'm Vogele, and today I'm going to give you a crash course in scuba diving. Ever since I was a little kid, I've been really interested in the ocean. I loved sharks and all kinds of marine life, so naturally I got into scuba diving. Today, I'm going to teach you about the equipment, some basic maneuvers, and all the basics about scuba diving, and what to be aware of while you're scuba diving. So let's start. First of all, the equipment. Some of the basic stuff, like flippers and goggles, I'm sure you already know. More important things are like the BCD, buoyancy control device. You can inflate it and deflate it to adjust your buoyancy while you're underwater. Next, we have the entire regulator setup. So there's an O-ring that goes around this tank that holds 2,500 PSI. This is the main regulator. That's what you usually breathe out of. There's a secondary regulator, which is longer, so you can share air with a buddy if you need to. And there's a pressure and depth gauge to monitor your pressure in your tank and the depth that you're at underwater. Finally, we have the weight belt, used to hold you down while you're underwater so you don't float up. And that's it for the equipment. If you want to dive, you have to know some of the basic dangers of scuba diving. First of all, you always have to monitor your pressure and depth gauges because if you don't have air, you can't dive. Second, decompression and nitrogen limits. When you're underwater, you can't respirate nitrogen, so nitrogen builds up in your body and these bubbles can expand as you rise, and that can cause decompression sickness and potentially kill you. Next, you have to equalize your airspaces always when you descend. So to equalize, you have to hold your nose shut and blow through your nose, and it helps equalize airspaces in your ears. Always dive with a buddy, and always avoid holding your breath, because if you're holding your breath and you ascend some, the air in your lungs can expand and it can potentially blow out your lungs. Next, we have to check the tank and our buoyancy control device for BWRAF. First, B is BCD. Make sure you can inflate and deflate. Next, we check our weights, check all the releases, these buckles, check the air, make sure you can breathe. And then have a final check, make sure everything's good. Looks good to me. Next, we're gonna talk about our dive plan. We're gonna go in with a giant stride, then we're gonna establish positive buoyancy when we get in the water. Next, we're gonna descend and equalize our airspaces. Then I'm gonna show you some basic maneuvers. First, we're gonna do mask removal and replacement. Then we're gonna do a buddy breathing exercise. And then they're gonna take off all my equipment. I'm gonna put it back on. Then we'll finally ascend. See you out there. Well, we got kicked out of the pool after 11 minutes, but I hope you learned a lot about scuba diving, and I hope you're interested in it for the future. Thank you.